And I know that sounds out there, but this will be something we kind of do over the weeks to come. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Really, if you can strip away all the external music and just break it down to the lyrics, you hear a lot of things that sure leads me to believe that a lot of famous musicians are alien contactees. So we'll play some cool music, and you'll be surprised at who it is. It'll be people that you like. It's not out there. It's very mainstream. So we'll play some good music here in the AlienPhotog radio show too. And each week I'm going to have a guest. I was fortunate enough to get Allison to be my first guest, and I sure appreciate her taking the time to do the show. But I want to get some more really fun guests on here. This is something that a lot of people experience, especially musicians, like I talked about. But a lot of them don't talk about it just because it's weird for most people, or that's how they feel. And like I said, what I found is it's not weird at all. It's very common. It's just something everyone feels like they shouldn't be talking about. So if you have ideas on who you'd like to hear on this show, please email me, alienphotog@gmail.com. I'll try to track down nearly anybody, but we should be able to get some fun people on the show. So look forward to that. Something else you can really count on from this show. It's going to be fun, guys. I'm a big believer in having a good time. Because, life is short. It really is. And right now, things are in such a state in a lot of the world that a lot of people are just really stressing out and having a hard time, myself included. I did that for a long time, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story here in just a few minutes. But through that, I've realized just how important it is to have a good time. So I keep things positive here. I'm a big believer in that. I avoid negativity like the plague. It leeches onto you and sucks all the life out of you. And so if you want to come to a place where we're just going to have a good time, have a lot of fun, talk about aliens, if that's for you, that's what you can count on when you come here. And I hope that's refreshing to some people in this day of media and the news, to where there's a worldwide network of millions of people probably scouring the world for the worst things that happened all day, and then they maniacally broadcast it 5 times a day. It's insane. On every channel. It's incredible. And I really dislike that, and I can't take all that down myself, but I hope this at least counteracts some of it. So look forward to having some fun here every single time. You guys can count on that. Another thing I'll do each week is take a couple questions from the quote-unquote space chickens, who are the YouTubers who listen, and there's an incredible amount of them. And the space chickens are the greatest group of people I've ever met. They're all so kind and giving, and if you need something, they'll help you if they can. And I love that about them, and I think that's very cool. So welcome, space chickens. If you're an upstate New York newspaper carrier, feel free to call yourself a space chicken too. Wear it like a badge of pride. Maybe we'll get T-shirts made up one day or something. Nobody will wear them but me, but that's okay. I'll give them to my kids or something. I want everybody to know that I'm going to stay away from politics as much as I possibly can. And the reason being, I think it's all a big freaking joke. I think politics are a joke. That's how I feel about it. It's easy to fall for the joke and to not see through the whole mess, but I don't want to waste my time on it. And I'm going to stay away from a lot of the conspiracy stuff too, because it turns a lot of people off. As true as a lot of it is, and as interesting as some of it is. Alex Jones has his market and all that, and there's a gaping abyss of people who just talk about aliens and UFOs, and a lot of people are interested in it. So I'm just going to stay on those topics and do my best to stay away from politics. And the one thing I like to encourage new listeners at this point is to stay open-minded. There was a point in my life where I did not know as much about this as I do now. And at that point, I would have listened to what I'm saying right now and not believed it for a second. That said, I really look into things closely, and I've found that everything I'm saying here to be actually true. The issue usually is people have to adjust their reality from a point of view where they believe aliens do not or may not exist. They believe we have no tangible evidence of it, which is absolute baloney. We've all been taught to think that, myself included, but it is not accurate. To say it's not real, well, everyone has their own reality now, don't they? And each reality is real to the individual. Your reality is not necessarily accurate. So keep open-minded. If you have questions, ask, email me. Like I said, I'll answer a couple questions from the space chickens each show. And I'm happy to cover some of that stuff. So if you're skeptical or whatever, that's totally fine. I always tell everybody I'm a normal guy. I'm married. I have 2 kids. Uh, I'm normal other than the alien thing, and it's pretty intense, and it has a lot to do with my life at this point. So keep that in mind. On all my YouTube videos to this point, I have disguised my voice, and I decided to stop doing that for the radio show. I'm going to take a brave step and not do that anymore. The mask voice was getting a little creepy to me, and it was a real pain in the butt to do during interviews. So, but this is me, and I am who I am, and I'm a normal guy, and I ask you to just be open-minded and enjoy what we're going to do here, because it's going to be fun. We're going to get some really fun guests on, and Allison, we had a great talk today. Just got done recording the interview with her, and we'll play that a little bit later in the show here. But first, we're going to play a song, and this is one of the people that I genuinely feel is a contactee, Jack Johnson. And this is his song Fall Line, which if you listen close, he actually mixed this with 2 other songs. But if you listen close and listen to what he's talking about our society and how we've built up to a certain point to where something's going to have to, plug's going to have to pull. And through that will evolve. And all that is already happening, I think, in a lot of ways around the world. But here's Jack Johnson with Fall Line, and he mixed a couple others in there as well. Enjoy. I'll be right back with my personal story.